Hey guys, back again with another video. This particular video is going to cover what comes up a lot, knob wobble on Miken or Worth bats. Comes up a lot. It could be on a DeMarini. It's kind of the same idea. It's gone on for a long time. Miken and Worth have done this probably in the last 5 years, 4 years, where they've gone to this pinned knob, where prior to that they had a little bit different way of attaching a knob to the end of a handle. I figured I'd cover that real quick, kind of how it was, where it was a bonded knob versus a now pinned knob, and how it affects things in a lot of different ways. So prior to this pin knob, they would bond these knobs by, I don't have one here, but I'm just going to show an example of it. This knob would essentially be an open area that would press over, kind of like this roll of tape here, press over the handle and press into place. There would be a adhesive or an epoxy or whatever you want to call it inside of this knob, and when it bonded to the handle, about maybe a 1/4 inch, a little bit more up this handle, is where it would bond. Because of that, you have a little bit of a situation going on in how that energy transfers all the way back or up here from the barrel through this handle, and then where it would stop at the knob here. Back when they did these, they did also have knob weights in the handle, and I'm going to show you what that looks like in here. Let me get a light on it for you. So inside there you'll see a metal knob weight, and obviously that's there to basically determine the final weight of the bat. In short, that's why it's there. So you have energy transfer from the barrel through the handle. It would hit this knob weight that's in the handle, and then hit that knob at the end where it's bonded, and all of your energy transfer would essentially stop at this knob after it transferred all the way down. Well, again, going back to what Miken has done in the last 4 or 5 years, they now pin this knob into the bat. And by pinning it, I'll show you what's going on here, is this knob fits inside this handle, like so. And then this roll pin goes into that hole and through to the other side. Really, really simple. So what's going on now is all of this energy transfer is coming down the barrel, through the handle, hits the knob weight, and then when it gets here to this knob, you have a loose fitting knob. None of this is bonded anymore. You have a little piece of metal running through a composite handle with a plastic knob, and now your energy transfer is different. Your sound is going to be different. You're going to get different vibrations. You're going to get all kinds of different things that are going on with this knob versus the old way that they did it. So again, I wanted to clear this up and help people understand that yes, the knob makes an incredible difference in performance because of that energy transfer and how it actually bonds to the handle. The other thing that could cause knob wobble, and I've seen this more than once, is this part that goes up inside the bat right here. The other thing that can happen is right here, this can break or become cracked. And so when it sits inside this handle here, what you think, or what I mentioned before, where this, see how this is wobbling, it actually could be cracked. And essentially what you're doing is, or what's happening is, when you move that knob, you're basically breaking that knob free of this shaft that's inside there. So it's really just one of those two things that's causing that knob wobble. Again, like I said, people like to do the epoxy fix. I think there's a lot better ways to do it. There's ways to actually understand the way your bat is functioning and why it's doing that. We can avoid having a warranty issue. Shoving epoxy in there is not going to help that. So I wanted to show what causes it and how I think is a much better way to fix it that's totally reversible before you ever send it in for warranty. So again, you've got a knob wobbling inside here. So what we're going to do is we're going to stop the wobble by not allowing the knob to move once it's inside there. Now in this particular case, I've found that if you put one on each side, because every knob and every handle is going to be a little bit different depending on the diameter of this, which is not always the same, and the diameter of this hole, which is not always going to be the same. We've got to understand this particular bat and how it's going to fit inside there. So what I'm doing is one on each side, just one layer of blue painter's tape. Really, really simple. If I just put one layer on each side, it's a pretty decent snug fit, but what I've found is on this particular knob and this particular handle is if I go 2 layers on one side and 1 layer on the other, I get a really nice snug fit. I'll show you that here in a second. So before I showed you that knob wobble and kind of what it was doing. Now what we'll do is insert this knob, and you'll really notice how much tighter this is when it goes in. So all we're going to do is just put it in how we normally would, and you can hear it and you can feel it and you can see how much tighter that is going into the bat. Once you insert it, all you have to do is put your pin back through the bat and you're done. So when it comes time to send this bat in now, it's going to be very easy to pop the pin out again. The way I pop the pin out is I actually just use a Glock tool. This is for disassembling Glock pistols. This worked great to pop that pin out of there. You just put it in a vise or something sturdy to hold the handle, pop the pin out, and there you go. You can get punches. There's all kinds of other ways to do it. But this is really simple. It's like $6-7. You can buy it online, and that takes care of it. So again, knob goes in, pin goes through, you're good. It'll stay from wobbling. When it's time to send the bat in for warranty, you pop your pin out again, pull out the knob, remove the tape, which is not going to leave any residue or sign of anything that you've done. Put the knob back in, put your pin back through, send your broken bat in for warranty, and you're good.